What's up, guys? It's been a while since I've recorded anything or done any work. Thanksgiving holidays, went back to New York City, did a little trip in Boston, and I don't know, just been kind of relaxing, catching up on life, working out, playing hockey, a lot of things going on. Basically, I have some free time this weekend, so I figured let's get back into it. We got the Rustbucket that needs to be not fully stripped, but I need to take the good parts off of it. We gotta take the roof off, and we gotta cut the quarter panel as well. And then there's some good interior bits that I'm gonna take out and save, like these seats, gray dashboard, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I got a lot to do. The main race car, it's still kind of sitting on the sidelines. I'm doing a little bit of suspension design work, which I'll probably explain in a later video. The goal right now is to just work on this car so I can just get rid of it, because honestly, this thing reeks and it's making my garage smell terrible, and it's leaving rust wherever it sits. This thing, it's it's a rust bucket. All right, but anyway, yeah, let's get back to it. First things first, I need to take out the windshield. Now, normally I have an amazing glass guy that he usually comes to me and he does all my glass work, but I guess he's been pretty busy. The front, it doesn't really matter because this glass is already broken, so I can use an oscillating tool, this guy right here, to cut this out. However, the rear glass, I do kind of want to try to not crack this, because one, if I crack it, it's going to shatter everywhere and that's going to be a mess. And two, it's a good backup. It's a good spare part to have. What I'm doing right now is I'm just using an oscillating tool, and I'm just going to cut out this glass. I'm going to try to not break this cowl piece, because I do need that, because mine is looking pretty shoddy. So anyway, yeah, I'm rambling quite a bit. Let's get this windshield out. So I normally, oh man, that Red Bull really got me. I normally wouldn't recommend this tool because it is pretty sharp. So once you end up going through, cutting the metal behind it, you don't cut through it, but you definitely scratch up the metal. They make special tools that are like smooth edge. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. So anyway, let's get to it. I already did this whole side. Unfortunately, I can't really get down there on the bottom dashboard, so I might either try to take the dashboard out, or I might just do the three sides and then just push the windshield out, because like I said, this windshield doesn't matter. Ah, it's hot. It's actually moving pretty quick. Add a battery. Oh my gosh, you guys are kidding me. Man, this is brutal. Not even the wipers. How in the heck am I supposed to get that out? This is literally the worst car I've ever worked on in my life. I have never seen this before. What the heck am I supposed to do? Growing up in the Northeast, PB Blaster. Used to be my best friend. Haven't really needed to use it much lately. Now all of a sudden, this car needs it on everything, even freaking windshield wipers. What? Oh my God. Ah. Well, that's probably not gonna work. Ah! Yes! Success! Alright. It's good. These are things I like to save. They're always broken, and I still run it on the race car. So anyway, I think what I'm going to try to do is I can probably get with the oscillating tool underneath it here. Go from there. Is this the right tool for the job? Absolutely not, no. Some would say this is probably the right tool for the job. Little auto glass removal tool with a blade. However, I've never been able to make these work. Maybe I need a sharper blade, I don't know, but I can never get these damn tools to work. So, it is what it is. Oh. Of course, this isn't really working. If you ever wondered why front windshields don't shatter into a million pieces, it's because there's a layer of film between the two panes of glass. So you can see it right here, look. You can poke through it. So yeah, absolute freaking worst way to do this. I can't get the tool into this section right here. I was hoping that I can just kind of push the whole windshield out, but that's not happening. Same deal here. I got the whole bottom undone. How to not remove a windshield. And now there's glass everywhere. Honestly, almost embarrassed to show this botch of a job to you guys, but anyway, I got the front windshield out. You can kind of see where once you get through the rubber, you basically hit the metal, which this doesn't matter. This back window, it's gonna be real hard to do it with the oscillating tool, but as soon as you mess up here, this whole back glass is just gonna shatter into millions of pieces, and I don't wanna do that. So I think I'm gonna leave this to the professionals. Hopefully he has the nice tool to get this all out in one piece, because I need to remove this glass, I need to remove that glass, but also I do need to remove this front glass as well, because this front glass, one, it's in really good condition, and two, we spent a lot of time putting defrost lines on this glass. You can kind of see it. So I definitely want to make sure we get this glass out in one piece so you can put it right back in and be able to reuse the defrost. Because the defrost, it's mainly there because I don't have a heater system anymore, and it's a really efficient way of basically eliminating fog on the windshield when you're doing rain races. Rain-X, anti-fog, it's good stuff, but nothing quite beats having a full defrost grid, which is pretty much the same as the defrost grid that you would get in the back. Yeah, cool little mod that's pretty common in race cars. A lot of people don't really seem to know about it. But anyway, this front windshield was already cracked, so I decided to do it myself. But 1, 2, 3, I want to get all those out without breaking it. So anyway, gonna pause on that. Let's take these doors off. These doors are pretty nice. This is a good door. That door is going to replace this door because we got the damage right here. And then the back door, that's clean as well. This door is fine, there's no damage there. So basically I'm just gonna hold that as a spare. Same thing with the trunk here. This is a nice trunk. Gonna keep that. These taillights are nice, gonna take those off. These filler trim pieces, I do need to use that guy because this guy is damaged. Game plan is to swap the roof on this car with that car. Then I'm gonna cut the quarter panel there, cut the quarter panel here, weld in the red quarter panel, because I basically need to do probably a cut like this. I'll probably go through the gas tank and then come straight down this way. And luckily, we can do that here. We can go straight down and cut it maybe at an angle because there's rust here. So maybe I can basically use this section here, and then this is gonna be nice to replace that. This section, I'm probably gonna try to hammer it out from the inside. I think I might be able to get in there. No. Most of these pillars, I'm going to try to fix with good old-fashioned Bondo and just make it good enough. Fun fact, I went to a junkyard in Columbus and I tried to take the taillights off of a car, and the junkyard wanted to charge me 50 bucks per unit. Now, on a sedan, you have one, another one on the trunk, a second one on the trunk, and then you basically have 4 sections of taillight. They wanted to charge me $200 for 30-year-old taillights. And that's why I stopped going to junkyards, because they're freaking crooks. $200 for one whole complete set of taillights for an EG. I think that's absolutely insane. So I paid, I think, $400 for this whole car, which probably more than I should have, because it is a Rustbucket, but all the good parts I'm getting out of it, it does make it worth it. The bumpers, taillights, all these trim pieces, the doors, the roof, the hood, the fenders, front headlights. I probably got my money's worth. And yeah, screw junkyards. All right, I think that's it for today. I did gut this door a little bit, took out all the stuff I don't need, and then this door will get cut up even more. Basically a copy of what I have on the race car. I got this, I got the molding out, which was a pain in the butt because it just basically cracked the whole way. You can kind of see it. It's super hard. It's brittle. I don't know if you need to remove that rubber molding to pull this glass, but in my mind, I think you do, because to get the blade in here, that molding would be in the way. So I did my best to remove it. It broke, so whatever. I think the windshield guy has some off-the-shelf molding that would probably fill this gap pretty nicely. So I think he's gonna come in a few days to pull this glass, pull glass on that car, and then the front windshield on that. But anyway, yeah, that's it for me today. I'm exhausted. I played hockey yesterday and also worked out, so I'm pretty beat. And I can't really progress much more unless that windshield or rear glass is out. So anyway, catch you guys soon. Pretty exciting day. We got the glass guy coming, good friend of mine, Dan. The nice thing is he comes to you, right? Like, how am I gonna move this car or move that car to get the glass out? And it looks like he is pulling up right now. So of course I forgot to press the record button on the GoPro when we did the rear glass on the Rustbucket, but Dan literally got it out in probably 20 seconds. And of course it was a lot easier to remove the glass with the molding already out of the way, which I already did on the red car before Dan showed up. But now here we're struggling with it on the white car, and it was tough.
Yeah, she was loose.
Oh, well, did you see this when the car rolled over? Like, it didn't shatter?
I just want to say the tip of the glass.
So I'm pretty surprised here for two reasons. One, the glass actually separated from the chassis on the left side, most likely due to the vibrations in the accident and the big impact, probably cracked the seal. And then number two, the fact that the glass didn't even shatter in the accident was also kind of a miracle. It just left some big gouge marks in the glass, which I guess tempered glass is a lot stronger than I thought it was. So pretty cool, but yeah. Still struggling with removal of the molding. It's just really old and hard, and it just did not want to get pulled out. So we had to cut it piece by piece.
You gonna put the other one back in? The one we just cut loose?
That one?
Yeah.
I just want to have a spare rear glass.
Okay, so you're gonna try to put this one back in?
Yeah, I think yeah, it doesn't matter, either one.
Okay.
Probably that one, because it's not as scratched up. It's probably hard because it's 30-year-old glue, right?
Yeah, it doesn't help any. A lot different.
So yeah, obviously his tools worked a lot better than mine. Probably because he's a professional and he does this for a living. I guess the tool that I tried earlier in this video, the purple one, maybe it just had a dull blade, which is why it didn't work.
Okay. Now, can you reach that right there?
Yeah. Pull?
Yep. Okay.
Corners do not look fun.
No. So.
Works a lot better than mine. And there's a spatula tool. This thing is freaking awesome. It's made specifically for glass. It's basically like a Sawzall, but it has a really short stroke. And the tip on it, it's not even that sharp. It just, I guess, cuts right through the sealer. There we go.
Okay.
And there we go. We didn't get to see the red car removal, but this was the second one of the day. And it was pretty easy. And also in one piece.
You want to just leave it lay in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll deal with it. I'll put it somewhere. All right. Front? Yeah. You gotta take this guy off? All right. The front was a lot more challenging than the rear for a few reasons. One, I didn't want to break this glass because it was just a few months old at the time, and we spent a lot of time installing that defrost grid, which I definitely do not want to do again. And then the defrost terminals were really close to the edge of the glass, so he was just trying to be careful not to damage them.
Because it's cold,
Yeah.
trying to pull it off the glass can actually break the glass.
Trying to pull this off the glass?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because what'll happen is, you know, as you're pulling it, it'll twist and it'll end up.
Yeah. Well, no pressure. If it breaks, next time you can bring me one like ahead of time and I'll put the grid on and then you can come install it. So we don't have to wait here for
that's
an hour.
That's understood.
It did work pretty good though. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
Okay. I seen you won one. Did you win any more?
No, just at that Gingerman. I had pretty good. I was gonna have a good event at Road America, but then I had a brake issue, and then I had a local event in Mid Ohio and blew 2 engines up, and that was the end of my year.
Yeah.
Somehow I ended up with 2 extra Civic sedans. I got another one sitting outside that's actually pretty nice, and I'll probably make into another race chassis like this.
Okay.
And then this one I'm just cutting the roof off and I'm gonna scrap it. So yeah, the reason we didn't want to remove the molding was because it was actually a really nice molding. It's an EK molding, they're not really cheap, and he was worried that if we try to rip it off it might actually crack the windshield. So normally you would remove the molding and then just use the blade tool to kind of go around the windshield. But we were just trying to save the windshield, save the molding, so he was using the spatula tool. And then once we kind of cut a little bit of the glue out, then he changed to the blade, which was tough because you had to get underneath the molding. Overall, it was pretty challenging to do this not the right way.
You guess the glass?
Yeah, just try to go like right against the pinch weld here.
Yeah.
So.
I even got an opportunity myself to try the spatula tool, and I was pretty terrified that I was going to break the glass and it was going to be my fault. Right above the E.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, sorry that was a pain in the butt.
That's all right. That's. Hey, you know, honestly, if we wasn't worried about trying to save it, it would have been just as fast as the other ones. So.
Alright, that's 3 pieces of glass removed thanks to my good friend Dan. I like to do as many things as possible myself because I like challenges, I like learning new skills. However, there are a few things where I just leave it up to the professionals. Like I said, Dan, he really knows what he's doing. He made it quick and easy. Yeah, it cost me a little bit of money, but you know, my time is money at the end of the day. So it's just worth it just to leave it up to the professionals to do a few things. And also thanks to my friend Jeremy Atulo, he got me in touch with Dan. He's a good friend of mine in Columbus. So yeah, I use Dan basically for any windshield need. But I also wanted to say sorry if the content has been a little tedious. For some strange reason, Civic sedans just keep multiplying in my driveway. I don't know who's at fault, but it's probably this guy right here. But yeah, it's not fun for me either, you know, tearing apart these cars one after another. And yeah, the blue car is done, it's basically out of the way, so don't really expect any content from that anytime soon. And the red car is almost out of the garage as well. So just bear with me guys, because pretty soon we will get to actual race car content, and I have a lot of things planned. You know, we're gonna fix all the rollover damage, and then we're gonna get into the juicy stuff, you know, the modifications, the improvements, and then yeah, we're gonna get to making the car better for next season. So yeah, once again, thank you guys for all the support. I was really nervous about the YouTube stuff, you know, just trying to find time to do all this, but I've been enjoying it. You know, it's fun to put the content out there. You guys seem to really like it. And if I don't have content, it's cool to kind of sprinkle in some racing footage, and I have a lot of it. So yeah, just thanks for all the support, and I'll see you guys at the next one.